Really? Show me the wink.
Probably saw you on OnlyFans.
Bro, I had a winking face. I'm not going to lie. But you can't get out of it. It almost becomes a thing you start doing on accident.
Don't do that.
You don't want to do it. It was the worst week of my life. I was winking at everybody. I was like, what the hell? Autopilot winking. All right, let's do the show. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go. Let's go.
Live from the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota Stores, Toyota official vehicle, DNVR. The nice thing about a back-to-back when you lose the first one, you don't have to wait long.
Nope.
Bounce right back. Get up on that horse. Buck up, Buttercup. That's the Nuggets tonight as they go to Utah to take on the lowly Jazz, who are trying their hardest to lose. Wow. Nuggets can't win right now. Jazz trying hard to lose. It's a really classic matchup we have here. Harrison Wind was kind enough to join us.
Man, nothing more I love than a back-to-back. You know, we're used to them by now. We're the back-to-back Denver Nuggets pregame lounge, and I'm ready to go.
And you have one every 4 to 6 weeks.
You know what, though?
A lot more often than that.
It's going to be a while before our next back-to-back. It's the next game.
I'll be ready. I'm here, and I'm ready, man. I'm ready for it.
You got to love it. Over there, rocking the OnlyFans, it's Superstar Dev.
I truly cannot believe how long my day was because I don't remember it being a back-to-back. Felt like it's been a long time. Not gonna lie.
Well, to Harrison's point, it really was a day and a half. That's why, because it doesn't quite feel that way. No, Nuggets are in Utah. Vibes in Nuggets universe, all-time low. It's been a rough 24 hours.
Rank the top 5 all-time low vibes moments in Nuggets history?
We could.
I don't think this is number 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1.
What is the worst one? I mean, Jamal's injury probably.
Of this era?
Of this era, it's Jamal's injury for sure.
For sure.
Because you just knew that was.
Yeah.
What's next? Game 7 of Minnesota.
There have been a couple rough Game 7s.
Game 7 versus Minnesota, probably next roughest. Game 7 against Oklahoma City. And then
that's 3.
For me, I know this one's crazy because
the immediate aftermath of Jokic's injury.
Yeah, well, that was a smaller one at least. I think Anthony Davis's shot sucked. The shot in game 2 of that one was really rough.
For sure.
I think what was the one I just had in my head? Oh, this one isn't huge, but it was the Game 4 loss to the Jazz, or really the Game 3 loss to the Jazz.
Right.
Now they redeemed themselves because they came back.
But
I remember after Game 3 where Jokic just got dominated by Rudy Gobert, I was like, that might have been the lowest I ever felt, but it was short. It was short-lived.
Yeah.
This one is nothing compared to that.
That's what I'm saying. We're not in bottom 5 vibes territory.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you, man, buck up. It's fine. I truly believe things are going to be okay. I'm not telling you the Nuggets are going to win a championship, but I'm telling you that they are a very good team that is facing some adversity, and it's why we watch sports. But tonight, not necessarily why we watch sports.
We watch sports to get wins, baby, and Nuggets need a win right now.
Well, they have one delivered on a silver platter. Will they screw it up? Let's go to our game notes.
They're in Utah tonight against the Jazz, of course. The Utah Jazz come into this game on a 5-game losing streak. They just dropped back-to-back games to the Pelicans. 129, 118, 115, 105, 10-plus points in both games. You're right. This is a win that's on a silver platter for the Nuggets.
They're trying so hard to lose right now that the NBA has intervened.
They're trying so hard to lose. They let Yusuf Nurkic get a nose job on company time, and now he's out for the whole season. What? You didn't hear about this?
No.
He's getting a nose job, and they're giving him a long recovery. Got the whole summer too.
That's brutal.
It is brutal, man.
That is brutal.
But Lauri Markkanen's out. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s out. Walker Kessler's out. Kevin Love is out. Nurkic, Vince Williams, all out. Versus the Nuggets tonight.
It sounds like a lot of players, but it's not really, right? Isn't it just Markkanen is like their only player that
and
plays?
Jaren Jackson, their big trade deadline acquisition.
Yeah, but they don't want to win games, so like his makes sense. But everyone else, they've been playing with this team.
Keontae George playing?
Keontae George is playing, I believe.
Over.
He's had a big season, of course, a breakout
Yeah,
season.
he scored that thing.
I mean, he has no one to pass to. He's going to take this one seriously.
If he had all those guys, he's not passing much.
So Utah, shorthanded, but like you said, this is kind of the team they've been rolling with for a while. On the Nuggets side of things, some interesting injury notes. First off, Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson still out, still waiting on their return. Maybe Aaron Gordon's back against the Lakers.
I predict it Thursday. I'm calling it.
Okay. That would be great, but they are still out today. Also out, Cam Johnson, ankle inflammation, had that awful game, the other night at home, and the ankle was bothering him. Obviously, went to the locker room, didn't finish the game. He's just straight out. I don't even think he made the trip to Utah for this one. Spencer Jones also just out, straight out. I don't think he made the trip either. So Nuggets down, 4 main rotation guys again.
It's a very quick trip. You ever taken the flight to Salt Lake?
Yeah,
It's like 30 minutes or something.
I think it's longer than that, like hour.
It's not an
15.
hour. It is not an hour. Kale, look up how long a flight is.
I'm
from
going to
Denver
take
to
the
Salt Lake.
over on 30
I'm gonna
minutes.
say I'm going to say 40 minutes.
I was going to say 40. I'll go 48 to be exact.
I'll take the over on that still, yeah.
54 minutes. How much of that is circling the airport?
Well, I mean, it's gate to gate. That's how
Gate
flight
to
time
gate.
is
Is
calculated.
that how it's calculated?
That is how it's
All right.
calculated.
Well, honestly, 30 of those minutes are going taxi.
that's not what we were talking about.
1 hour, 31 minutes.
Thank you very
To
much.
Salt Lake?
Thank you very much.
No, that's not true.
Thank
Bro,
you
what are
very
you
much.
flying? A prop plane?
I'm
You're
literally-
flying a
You
737
flying
Max.
a glider? Is that a hot air
You
balloon?
got to get off of Wikipedia, man.
An hour 30. That's like Vegas is an hour 30.
You got to take into account the taxi time. There's a lot of taxi time from gate to runway, especially at DIA.
That's like if you go the other way around the globe to get to Salt Lake. There's no way it's an hour 30.
The average flight time is 1 hour and 31 minutes. The average air time is around 50 minutes.
Okay, so I win on both accounts.
No, 50
50
minutes.
minutes is-
Yeah, you lose that.
You said 40.
I
I said 40. I was a little low. I was a little low.
48. I
And
was
I
pretty
took-
close.
Oh, I still took the over.
Is it faster going Salt Lake to Denver?
Hold on.
Do that then now. I think it is. You catch the
I
jet
think it will.
stream.
Yeah, you get the wind.
You get the
in that
wind.
little jet stream.
Yeah, so you never know. All right.
Anyways, Nuggets down a bunch of guys tonight, of course. Cam Johnson out, Spencer Jones out, Peyton Watson and Aaron Gordon still out. Let me see if we got a starting lineup here yet. We do not.
Still
So
no starting lineup?
We'll wait on that. Other Nuggets news today, they signed Tyus Jones.
Yes, they did.
We just recorded an emergency show on that, but Tyus Jones off the buyout market for the 15th roster spot. Nuggets are signing him for the rest of the season.
Tonight is one of the games they could have used him. It's so
Oh,
weird.
man, they need him tonight.
They only might need him like 4 times this entire year, and tonight would have been one of them, but
Yeah.
didn't work out. We did a show on this. It's only 15 minutes. You can watch it, an emergency show, Win Tonight, but we can give an abridged version here, and that is, I think the Nuggets front office was much more hopeful that they were going to get an actual impact player, and I think that they wanted to, and probably ownership wanted to add a player. Getting below the luxury tax does send a signal of like, hey, are you taking it serious? Keeping an open roster spot. I think it was kind of even just for that purpose, they wanted to have a 15th guy. And then it's not like he's useless. And I don't think he hurts anything. There's circumstance where he could help. And I think the Nuggets are just like, whatever. But I think they were hoping they could have gotten a better player. And it didn't work out.
That's definitely what it seems like. Seemed like they would have loved Chris Middleton. He never got bought out. Seems like they would have liked Kyle Anderson. He, of course, got bought out, went back to Minnesota.
DeMar DeRozan, I think, is a name.
Yeah, never got bought out. But overall, a pretty weak buyout market.
Yeah, very weak.
Not a lot of guys teams were jumping to get. So I think Denver kind of looked at the landscape and said, it's probably going to be the best guy we can sign. I don't think he's a guy that moves the needle necessarily. Doesn't really help with your defense.
No.
But can take care of the ball and maybe limit your turnovers, which could help with your defense.
Yeah. You have any thoughts on this, Dev?
On
It's okay
Tyus
if
Jones?
the answer is no.
Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Tyus Jones.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense if you swing and miss on forwards. I think that, if you talk about the guys that they wanted, it's Chris Middleton, it's Anderson, 2 guys that are versatile defenders, but also they're forwards. You could put them at small forward, you could put them at power forward. But once you don't get that, you look around and you say, what else is available? What can we use? It's a reliable point guard, a backup point guard that takes care of the ball that you don't have to give, the ball to. Like if you get Chris Middleton here, you got to kind of appease him. Like, you have to make sure that he wants to stick around and things. You don't do that with Tyus Jones. He's going to take care of the ball. He's going to be a pass-first guard. And I really think I've been finding it crazy that people are so down on the Tyus Jones, but these are the same people that, like, were clamoring for Monte Morris.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
He is of the
like, it's
Monte Morris
same thing.
ilk. Yeah.
Very Monte Morris-esque.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next topic here, which is, I hate to do it to you guys, but we got to go to some hangover takes from last night because it was so tough. Do you feel any better about, or differently, I should say, I don't know if you can feel better about last night, but do you feel any differently after last night, Dev?
I don't feel differently. I do feel as if this team, like, you get to see, like, them leading in games. You see them competing, and they're down, multiple players, but they've shown you that they can compete with whoever. All these teams that you're upset about, the Nuggets have had leads on them. It's not like teams are just coming out and dominating the entire time, and we've seen them be dominated at times.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to see, what you look like against the Thunder. That was a game that it felt like Denver had it in the bag until they did it. Same thing with Minnesota, where they were in control for so long, but there were so many bad performances in that game, and you still had a chance to win it. So that one, I think that's just like I feel a little bit better about it. Hopefully, players play better next time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I think when you zoom out, the Nuggets are playing better over this last couple of games than they were, previously. They did play pretty well for the most part against the Thunder. Just blew the game late. They did play pretty well in a lot of spots in that Timberwolves game. Just lost their focus, lost their discipline in some key moments, and that's what did them in. But I do think this team is trending up. It might be hard to see now, but I think they're trending in the right direction. It's just tough because, they got this really tough schedule. They're trying to get all these guys healthy and back in the lineup. But overall, I feel like they are playing better basketball right now than they were, right in the lead up to the All-Star break and right after it. The defense is a little better than it was previously this season. I do think they're moving in the right direction. Just how they have lost still stings.
I think what I believe sports to be are about, like, facing adversity, coming together, overcoming it. And part of me looks at this and just thinks, I agree with you. I think the Nuggets are getting better. I do think there's actually signs of things are looking good. I also don't want to downplay, it is a dire situation. The West is tough. I don't think they're going to get a top 2 seed. I mean, that's like a lock now. And it's going to be hard for them to climb up to the 3. So that is a tough spot to be in. But I also think that I don't agree that there's not enough time. I think there is enough time. And I think there's more pain in store. But I think it's good for the Nuggets to go through this. Oftentimes you have to go through really difficult things, come out the other side stronger. Mm-hmm. And I think that the Nuggets, this is what's presented to the Nuggets. Cam Johnson even represents this personally. Cam Johnson, we're not sure yet there are guys that just float around the league on bad teams, and they kind of do that. This is an opportunity for him to be on a good team, and I think he's learning what the pressure feels like, what it feels like to be a pivotal player, not just a guy. And it's exciting. It's like, hey, that is the storyline. So to me, I just watch these games, and I agree with you. I think the Nuggets are playing a lot better. I think they've lost the last 2 games in large part because their bench has really... If the Nuggets weren't in a slump and just lost these last 2 games, but before that they were on a streak, I think we'd all be like, yeah, the bench. They're shorthanded. Val wasn't delivering. That's the problem. Nothing else. That's the problem, and some other things here or there. But instead, it feels like this conglomerate of all this stuff. And I was thinking, you know what really sucks, Dev? Eric's coming back this week.
Mm-hmm.
That does
Bingo,
suck.
stop.
Yeah, that
Next
really
thing.
sucks.
Let's move on.
I think the Nuggets are going to start playing better starting tonight because they have a relatively easy one. You get a couple nights off. You go to the Lakers. I think that'll be an interesting game. Or you play the Lakers at home. I think that they're going to start to win, and he's going to take credit.
You're so right about
man.
that.
And
He
it's gonna
just missed
happen.
the worst stretch.
That is
Yeah.
a lock to happen.
But I'm not gonna lie, I welcome it because I don't.
I'll
really,
take
I
it too,
truly
Yeah.
don't believe he
He
was
can
built
take the
for this
credit.
stretch right now.
Oh,
This
he
is-
was not built for it. Are you
This would
kidding
have
me?
been brutal for him personally.
Yeah.
It probably was brutal for him
It was,
personally, and
yeah.
that's in the middle of sleeping the entire time. But he's definitely going to be taking that that credit that he does not deserve. while we're on the hangover takes, this is like, not to keep kicking the man while he's down, but one of my hangover takes was I watched the Altitude interview from last night. I felt even worse about Cam Johnson, bro. Not gonna lie.
He's got to toughen up, man.
He's got to toughen up.
He's got to toughen
man.
up.
I felt bad for him, and now I'm like, yo, this is pathetic.
Yeah.
Like you got to like show like you hear about these NBA guys and like the type of competitors they are, like
Yeah.
crazy people, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not him. Like he might be a little too smart. He might be too, into it. That I'm just like, yo, there's no way. I had to turn it off after a while because I really was
Disgusted.
I was like, yo, there's no way you're acting like this.
He is obviously in his feels, and I do think it's just a moment for him to grow, like, to be in the spot and to have to grow from it. And I'm curious to see. And if it doesn't happen, the Nuggets have other guys. Like, they have other guys that can play, and that's why I think it's exciting. You know what else is exciting?
The starting lineup.
What?
A shocker from the mad scientist in Utah tonight.
What?
Big Val and Yoke starting together on the front line.
What? Hold on. What is the Utah Jazz's lineup? Because maybe they have a 2-man lineup.
Kyle Filipowski?
They have
Yeah.
Filipowski at center.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's scrawny.
They don't have Kessler, obviously. I'm going to see if I can find who they're
Yeah,
starting.
that means that they must have a big man lineup that they're trying to get going there.
What?
I'm looking at this lineup
can't
they
be Ace
started
Bailey,
last game. It was not a big lineup, really.
Is George, Bailey, Harkless, Williams, Filipowski. There's no way Williams is guarding him.
I mean, Hinson's like a big, but he's like 6'8". Filipowski's your center,
Hold
I
on.
guess.
Collier doesn't start?
No, he comes off the
He
bench.
comes off the bench, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is bizarre, man. Then now,
Yoke and Big Val together.
I'll tell you what, Adelman is throwing a bit of a Hail Mary here because this feels like a gimme game. And if you do something like this and struggle,
Right, like if they lose and this lineup sucks.
oh, man.
Yo.
Jazz starters, Keontae George, Harkless, Bailey, Williams, Filipowski. This lineup sucks, man.
Yeah, like you could start next to Yoke and they would win.
Twin Tower light, or what are we calling this? Double bigs?
I don't know.
Towers.
The two towers? The two towers?
I'm excited for it though. They needed to elevate somebody into the starting five without Cam Johnson. Didn't think it'd be Big Val, but I'm here for it. I'm interested. We haven't seen that look in a while.
Makes the game more interesting, I
David
guess.
Adelman went to it a few times early in the season. It went pretty poorly. Didn't really pop. They didn't have a ton of success with it.
They haven't really tried it that much,
And
though.
then he just kind of shoved it to the side for the last 3 months,
Well, everybody got hurt. I mean,
Right.
it's part of what happened. And they've just
including
been
both those guys.
and even when they were both back, they were shorthanded, so you
Yeah.
couldn't really experiment too much.
They're still shorthanded,
They're still shorthanded.
but now we're going to experiment. I'm excited.
I'm going to call this gap week because I think last week was a bit of a statement week, though not officially statement week. Nuggets struggled. This is gap week. You got at Utah. You got the Lakers and Knicks at home, although it is a back-to-back. Then after that is statement week, starting with at Oklahoma City. So you got Utah, Los Angeles, and New York.
Big market week.
You got to beat Utah. You get 2 days off for the Lakers. I think you win that one. New York at home. New York's playing really good right
Yeah,
now,
they
but
just
you are at
crushed
home.
the Spurs.
If you get 2 out of those 3, and if you get all 3, I think the vibes will flip. If you get all 3, I think they for sure flip going into statement week.
Yeah, it's that Laker game, though. That does it for you. That really is a vibe meter. Like, you get to see where you are with that, and it really makes you forget things because you get to get back to popping your shit. You get to see where you are as a team, and also there's so many people that truly believe they have chances, even if they're not good. And it'll show that, we've been in a rut, but we're not as bad as them. So I think that's important.
Just don't look at our record because it's the same or almost the same.
What do you
win that one, and it gives you a little bit of space.
3-0 is on the table. 2-1, 2-0 is on the table. Then you get that Knicks game, but 3-0 is on the table, man. And Denver, I think, knows they have to start winning now. I do expect them to get AG back, although I doubt he would play in the back-to-back, so he probably only plays in one of those games.
Well, going back to when they lost to the Lakers this last time, January 20th, that was kind of the beginning of this tailspin a little bit.
Yeah.
They lost to the Hornets, then they lost to the Lakers, both at home.
You're right.
They won a couple games on the road after that, but ever since then, this team has just been off. Yoke got hurt. The vibes have been bad. So that maybe signaled a bit of this kind of down spell that they're in. Maybe them beating the Lakers can be a signal that they're coming out of it. And that's a morale victory. That's a type of victory that boosts your mood, just boosts the whole vibe of the locker room, beating the Lakers. So that's one you got to have circled for sure.
The thing that would up the season like faster than anything else, if after you beat the Lakers, Adelman has a quote that he's just trash talking.
I'm not counting on this one.
You would be so confident if Adelman was trash talking.
What would it be?
Oh, it would not be as cool, of course. it would be a little bit different, but I do think that would be a fun one. Would get you going.
Yeah, it would be.
You know what? It's cool making some money.
Oh man,
let's make some money.
Let's make some money.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's make some money on this one. Our bets are from Bet365, so that's what the lines are under. So let's make sure we stick with those lines. The first bet that we have up, the Nuggets come in as 12.5-point favorites.
Bruh.
That's so much. That is so much.
They're starting the big double bigs.
You are starting the double bigs. You also are, I feel like you're funneled on who's going to be taking shots tonight. You're not trying to feed everybody. You're not trying to make everybody happy. Jamal's going to get shots. Jokic is going to get shots. I love that. I do think that Denver's going to take care of business. I believe that this is going to be a blowout. I will say this. It is the second night of a back-to-back. I know how those games go. But I do think Denver takes care of business on this one. I'm going to go with the 12.5.
Okay. 12.5, wow.
I like the over 241.5. That is so many buckets because this is a game that I feel like is going to be closer than it's supposed to in that first half. In a large part, it's just both teams are just going to try to score. George gets busy. They just kind of just keep scoring. They don't have to really think about if they're making the right plays. They're just playing through it. So I do think this is going to be a fast-paced game. Also, Denver should score when they want to. So I would also take the team total for Denver. On the other side, Isaiah Collier, over 12.5 points for me.
It's your guy.
That's your guy?
He's my guy.
He is good, man.
He is my guy. I actually did a on this day. So each day I do the on this day on my phone, and I put in a date to see what I was doing on that day in the past.
Okay.
On this day 2 years ago, I went to Washington to watch Bronny James. And it was Isaiah Collier that stole the show. Yeah. He was the man in that one. I was like, yo, this dude is a beast.
Keontae George is
that's an appointment trip, Mike. Going to D.C. to see Bronny James? Man.
No, Seattle.
Oh, Seattle.
University of Washington versus
gotcha.
But the thing is, Isaiah Collier, if you look into it, he plays like all their minutes. There was a stretch that he did not come out of the game for multiple games in a row. I don't know what's happening here, but he's averaging like 30 minutes. 12.5 is just too low. He also gets assists, so if you want to get the assist, get on that. On the Nuggets side of things, the three-pointers bet that I like, Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers.
Oh, this has Tim Hardaway written all over it.
It has him written over, and he lets it fly. This is an opportunity. It doesn't really matter too much. Not to say that he's a guy that only cares about it not caring too much, but he really goes crazy if he gets to like extend the lead. This is not a knock on him, really. I'm not saying that.
You kind of are, but it's okay. I got it.
Yeah, you get it.
I get it.
I like Bruce Brown over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, he's going to get a lot more minutes than he typically gets. You can just tell by this line. It's usually like 11.5. It's at 17.5 because they don't have many bodies in this game. And also, if there is a lead, it's going to be that second unit that gets to play a bit more. I think he gets an extended bump.
I like that. I'll take that one with
that
you.
Second unit. I'm unsure what to do with Christian in this one. This makes me a bit more happy now seeing Big Val is in that lineup too, because they're going to get rebounds and he's going to just sprint. It's like get out and grow.
Yeah,
so I like that a bit more. I had this as a 5+ rebounds for him. You have two bigs out there. What is the point of rebounding? So I'm going to get the points, rebounds, and assists just like for the insurance. This was rebounds at first, but I like the points, rebounds, and assists because I see him being able to score a bit more with the two big lineups.
Brown and Brown. I'm in so far.
Exactly. They have Jamal Murray's assist at 6.5, and I feel like it's just a bit too much. He hasn't got 7 assists in a long time. Having two big men, does that help? Does that not help? I don't know. I just think that it'll be a little bit slower. So I don't know if you're going to get just straight, kick out shots. So I'm going to go under 6.5 assists for Jamal. This seems like a Zeke Naji game.
Does it?
Both of the bigs are in the starting lineup. He has to play in the second unit.
I feel like this is famous last words.
There's
This
no
feels like a
there's
Zeke
no
Naji
power
game.
forward. You want to know the best part about his Zeke Naji game?
What's that,
His
Dev?
points, rebounds, and assists is 8.5. It's not like we're getting a
Seems
crazy,
kinda high.
crazy number. It's not that high.
I know. I'm sitting here going like, all right, 3
He gets like
rebounds.
4 teams
2 points.
in 5 minutes. He's going to get like 20 minutes in this one.
All right.
Just know
All
that
right,
the points,
maybe.
rebounds, and assists is going to hit. And I want y'all to just both look at me and say you were right.
You were
I think
all right.
I'll put half a unit on that.
All I want to
Okay.
see on that. I think Jokic gets the triple-double, but it has to be in like 2 quarters. He
Yeah,
has to
might
get it
need fastest
so
triple-double
fast.
ever tonight.
He's going to get a triple-double, though. That is something that is going to happen.
Really?
And for the lock,
Okay, that wasn't the lock. Okay.
I'm going back to Tim Hardaway Jr. over 14.5 points.
Feels right.
There's no Spencer Jones. There's no Cameron Johnson. There's going to be a ton of minutes with that second unit. He's going to have to space the floor. There's not going to be much shooting in this game, especially if you don't have Cam Johnson. Who's going to be the three-point shooter in this game?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Zeke Naji.
There you go.
You got it. I think it's Tim Hardaway Jr., so I'll take care of
I think
care
it's
of
Tim
that one.
Hardaway Jr. too.
All righty. We got any super chats, Kale? Hey. Heck yes. One more than I thought.
Colby Cheeser, super chat from him. Would Patrick Beverly have been a better 15th spot? At least it would give you more defense and emotional intensity.
The thing is,
The podcaster?
I'm sure they had a chance to get him. They decided to not go on the couch again for this one.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I know.
The
Pat
thing is,
Bev-
I don't think Patrick Beverly's played basketball
No, he
for
hasn't.
like
He's
4
retired.
years.
He's an actual podcast.
Yeah, he's a podcaster. He's done. So, no, I don't think he would. Plus, we'd lose all moral high ground on Lou Dort and the OKC Thunder if you got him. Lou Dort's just Pat Bev now,
Yeah.
accidentally bumping into people.
Yeah.
So we'd lose moral high ground. We're going to go do the watch along, you guys. You enjoyed watching the pregame? The middle show is the watch along. We're going to head over there, watch this game. Nuggets, don't let us down. We'll see you guys over
Please
there.
don't.
We all silly like the mayor.